My name is Michael Rangel, founder and CEO of Novo. Novo is a small business challenger bank that is based out of the United States of America that is focused on empowering the lifeblood of our economy, or small businesses, spread across all 50 states. The primary product is a small business checking account with a debit card as an extension, and we're building into a larger financial suite to help these businesses run their business, maintain their business, and also launch their businesses as well. One of the main problems that we set out to solve about 7 years ago is that it should be easier to take the plunge. Easier to take the plunge and build a business, build, launch, and run a business. One of the main things that preclude people from starting businesses in the US is that it's really scary. It's so scary to leave safety, to leave comfort, to have your family and friends all call you crazy because you're taking so many risks. And then when you actually do it, because you've developed that passion, right? Like, you're kind of left to your own devices to just figure it out. And no one helps you. And there's no place online that centralizes everything for you. And so the main problem that we are solving with Novo is it could be better, it could be easier. We're creating the Novo product as kind of like this on-ramp to drive more entrepreneurship in the country, to really drive that segment of the economy. When we think about the Novo product, right, which is primarily a small business checking account with a debit card as an attachment, that's just the first step, right? That's to kind of like get us in the door to help small businesses just do what they couldn't do before. Get access to tools that they didn't have access to before, that were only reserved for the higher elite or bigger small businesses, etc. And one of the theories that we have is the future is going to be made up of way more single-person million-dollar businesses. And now when you think about that as a concept, the only way that will ever happen is by these business owners outsourcing a lot of this work that once required headcount, that once required internal employees to process payroll, to track inventory, to deal with logistics. All of that stuff can now be outsourced via SaaS. And we think that with the positioning of Novo, with the checking account being kind of like the hub of that business, we are then able to connect to all of these SaaS tools in order to propel that trend forward and really centralize the operation of these business owners and make it easier for them to operate their business while saving them both time and money. What does it mean to be recognized on the Embedded Fintech 50 list? I think it's a great sign that we're doing a good job toward our mission. It was the path less traveled for so many years when we were starting out, but that path that we took looks to be like it was the right one. All of these things, all of these new categories that all stem from the fintech concept points to the continued demise of the walled garden. And that's like really interesting, right? Why? Because historically you had to go to one place to do specific things. But now, as we think through embedded fintech, it's like, oh wow, you can actually do those things almost everywhere now. You actually don't have to go to that place. Now the service is going to fit to the way you live your life or the way you run your business with the tools that you use. And like, that's a very interesting future. People are going to be recalibrating, right, the investment instrumentation, right, to really like focus on that next phase of startup and entrepreneur. So now's the time. Take chances, take risks, and shoot big.